Sad story. Sad but beautiful. You know, it takes courage to accept who you are and your true feeling. I agree, and all of us can help create the world that's free from bias and stereotype. After all, love knows no gender and race and religion. Exactly, that will be the focus in our next show. Now, please welcome Class 114 to give us a presentation on cross-culture comparison.
Hi, I'm Ojo.
Hi, I'm Bobo.
Each year, there are many exchange students visiting us in Fongyuan High School. Do you know where they come from?
Right, Germany and Japan. Today, I'm glad to be here to share with you some interesting cultures in 3 countries. Let's begin with our childhood memories. Have you ever seen globe puppetry?
Of course, it's not only performed on TV, but also in the temples to celebrate the birthday of gods.
Also, it's closely related to our religious beliefs and shows our cultural values.
How about Japan?
I know, Japanese girls say dolls.
Right, Japanese people cut paper to make the dolls so that they can avoid evil spirits. Then, they will put it at home on March 3rd.
You're right. Next, let me show you more about the dolls in Germany. It's called Barbie dolls. They are a great company to every kid in Germany.
But why don't they have any facial expression?
Well, it's because the inventor hoped that the children will use their imagination to give each doll its personality.
Interesting. Next, let's take a look at Taiwan's lucky draw and Germany's Christmas calendar. Bobo, can you tell the difference?
Not really.
In Taiwan, we can see this lucky draw in night markets.
Ah, I know. You have to pay, right? $10 for one draw.
That's right. But in Pep to buy this calendar for their children on December 1st, when kids receive the calendar, they will open a window each day until Christmas Eve.
Ah, that would be a great Christmas gift, but what's behind that window?
Behind the windows are chocolate of different shapes, like a monkey or a train.
Lovely, but those German kids have this calendar only on December, don't they? Now, what do they play in their everyday life?
Good question. They play board games, and Miko will know more about it in Taiwan, Japan, and Germany.
Next, let me show you the card games and the board games between these 3 countries. As you know, poker is Taiwan's popular card game. Besides, we also have a well-known board game which is named Monopoly. In Japan, Zone card is a very famous card game. When you play it, you can know more about what had happened before. It is so popular that it was remade into a movie, just like this. And how about Germany? There are many kinds of board games in Germany. People who live in Germany have some board games at home. The most special thing is they also have some board games for children who is 3 years old. After playing, it's time to have some delicious food. Let's move on to the next topic. On to you, Yuki.
Thank you. Hi, today we are going to talk about foods in 3 different countries: Germany, Taiwan, and Japan. So, first of all, let's talk about sushi. Everyone knows that sushi is made by cold vinegar rice. Cold rice can bring great benefit to our human body, such as low calories, keeps people young and pretty, and so on. As we know that Japanese people are usually quite healthy. And also, there are many details while making sushi or even sushi. For example, when you are eating it, it's better when the ingredients is right on your tongue. Yummy! Now, you can totally enjoy the best part of the ingredients. From here, we can know that Japanese are particular and careful people. Now, let's move on to Germany.
When it comes to food, people always associate German with the pig knuckle and beer. A few people know about the dessert, which is also famous. Today, I want to talk about the Black Forest cake. Have you ever wondered how it got its name? Some say it comes from the traditional clothes for women in Black Forest, Germany. Now you can see the clothes here. Don't you think that looks similar? Now, I'm going to tell you the secret why the cake is so delicious. A good Black Forest cake contains 3% of cocoa powder, no more or no less than that. Cherry wine is also adding an amazing smell. On the outside, the cake is rubbed with cream and decorated with the chocolate chips. Only when it meets above quality can it be called Black Forest cake. Next, Angel will tell us Taiwan's food.
Okay, so far, speaking of Taiwanese food, what comes to your mind first? It's probably stick dough, bubble tea, and many other food in night markets. But today, I'd like to talk about braised brown rice, a typical dish that will represent our rice culture. Have you wondered its origin? Well, long time ago, people lived in poverty. They didn't have enough money to buy meat. So, vendors provide the poor with some ground pork, which is meat in small pieces with less value. Then, people mix it with soy sauce. It is not only cheap, but it also goes really well with rice. Day by day, it has become one of the most well-known dishes in Taiwan. So, we have seen traditional food in Japan, Germany, and Taiwan. Do you know their similarity? Chanel?
Well, not in cake, not in sushi, but I find they all have curry. And the way people use curry is very different in each country. For example, Taiwanese usually have it with rice, and German traditional food is currywurst, which means curry and sausage. Surprisingly, each German can eat about 67 pounds sausage a year. And how about Japan? Actually, there's a special canned food in Japan. The food is bear curry. Maybe people in Taiwan will think the bear meat is horrible, but in Japan, it is quite commonly seen. Alright, after having these delicious foods, it's time to go to school. Where's my partner? Sandra, where are you?
I'm here!
Now, take us to school.
Now we will compare the 3 countries' school culture. At the beginning, we will talk about the class time. So, let's guess, which country's class time is the longest? I think someone has gotten the answer. You may think Japanese students have long school hours, but actually, they only have 6 hours a day. After school, they join a club activity for 2 hours. German students stay at school for 6 hours a day. They study or do what they want after school. We Taiwanese students stand at school for 9.5 hours a day. Unbelievable, right? What's worse, most of us go to cram school after school. Anyway, it's time to go to school.
As for uniforms, we are like the Japanese. We wear uniforms to school. This is Japanese students' uniform, and this is ours. They also need to change clothes when they have PE class. There is another special kind of clothes in our school. We call it class t-shirt. On the other hand, the German students don't have to wear uniforms to school. They wear casual clothes instead. That's very nice and interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Next, we are going to see the school schedule.
Taiwan.
Taiwanese students have 7 to 8 classes for different subjects every day.
Germany.
German students only have 4 subjects a day. Each class lasts for 2 hours, which is very different from Taiwan. They have the classes of the languages and sciences like us. But one thing I want to point out is that they have the class called religious education. This shows how important religion is in Germany's life.
Japan.
Japanese students only have 6 classes a day. For some subjects, classes are able to be chosen by themselves. For example, calligraphy can be chosen for art. We have dull classes. I think you need to relax.
As you can see, the students in Japan join clubs after school, and we join clubs during our school time. There are some traditional clubs in Japan like Kendo, Sumo, Samson, and lacrosse is also popular too. It's like a combo of baseball and basketball. After a long week, I think we should take a break. So let's see what holidays they have.
Every student likes holiday. In Taiwan, we have winter vacation and summer vacation. That's my favorite part in school life. And how about Japanese and German? Well, Japanese students have winter vacation and summer vacation like we do. But they also have spring vacations and summer vacation and other holidays to worship nature, like the holiday of sea, mountain, spring, and so on. In Germany, every school has different types of vacations, but in general, they have a shorter winter holiday about 1 week, summer vacation about 2 months, 2-week autumn holiday. And many interesting, they have many religious holidays like Easter, 复活节, Wilson, 圣灵节, and Christmas, 圣诞节. It shows that religion plays an important part in their life. So let's welcome my classmate to tell you more about the religion in the 3 cultures.
Germany, Japan, and Taiwan also have very different religious beliefs.
Yeah, we can tell from their unique religious buildings.
For example, people in Taiwan go to temples. Hey, do you see that many people are holding incense and praying to God?
Is it a must?
Not really, but most people follow this practice because many believe that incense can help us communicate with God.
So, how does it work for communication?
Let me tell you, the rising smoke will carry our wishes up to the sky. Then God will get our messages.
That's cool. Besides, look at how many doors there are in a temple.
1, 2, and 3. Why do we have so many doors there?
It is because it's a popular temple with many visitors.
No matter how many visitors you have, people can only use the smaller doors on the side.
Then, what's the main door for?
The main door in the middle is for God, so we humans are not allowed to use it.
Interesting. I will bear this in mind the next time I go to temple.
Yeah, you should. By the way, do you know the temples in Japan are called shrine?
Is there any rules in a shrine?
Well, every shrine features a water basin. All the visitors should use it to cleanse their hands and then pay their respect to God. See, that's how I do it. Another interesting part is the offering box. People throw coins in it and then ring the bell so they can get the attention of their God, Kami. What you're gonna do next? First, you're gonna bow twice, and then clap your hands twice. and then bowed again. That's interesting.
Wow, you know so much about Japan. Then how about Germany?
Well, church or cathedral is where Christians stay together and pray to their God, Jesus. They not only use speech, but also music to worship God. Also, there's usually an amazing choir for praying.
After learning so much about us, Germany and Japan,
You might be amazed at how different we are.
still we live on Earth together. So it would be nice to appreciate one another's differences. Because
We are family. Thank you for your listening.
Let's give a big hand to the inspiring speech given by students from class 114. I believe that all of you had that experience of falling in love with someone who likes someone else. Jealousy shows what the girl did to face the boy who doesn't like her and what she learned.
Oh, good morning, Claire. What do you have it? Can you lend to me for a few days?
Sure, here you are.
Thank you.